Hi, this is Christian Kenshaw with Watch Report, and today I want to show you some marathon watches. The first one I want to show you is the GSAR, or Government Search and Rescue. This is a really nice, big, sort of stark, beautiful, hefty dive watch. Nice tool watch. And although it is big, it's about 39.5 millimeters in width without the crown, and something like 46 with the crown, and about 13.5 millimeters high. So not a petite watch. Although it is large, it fits really nicely. And I have a very small wrist. I have about a 6.5 inch wrist, which is a bit of a curse for someone who loves watches with as big as they're getting these days. But as you can see, it fits quite nicely, I think. It's a bit high, but so it has a presence, which I like, but it works on my wrist and wears very nicely. Let's see what we've got here. Solid stainless steel bracelet, stainless steel case. Obviously, we've got these pierced lugs, or drilled lugs, as they're sometimes called, which allow you to change the straps nicely. We have a screw-down crown. We have a screw-down case back. What I like about this crown, it's actually really very well engineered case and crown and stem system with these guards here. This is textured or sort of scored to make it very easy to operate if you're wearing gloves or if your fingers are kind of cold. This one has an ETA 2824 movement. You can see by the sort of sweeping movement of the second hand that this is an automatic movement. This is a 25 joule movement, which is a reasonably good movement from ETA, and works quite well with this watch. We also have tritium illumination, which is nice. So rather than just luminescent paint, we have tritium tubes on the hour hand and minute hand and at the hour indices. And I'll try and turn off the light here and see if you can see that. Hopefully that comes through on the video. You can see the paint is glowing very brightly, and hopefully you can see the sort of faint glow of the tritium. But when it's really dark and your eyes are adjusted to the dark, that faint glow is actually plenty. In fact, it's quite bright. So I really love tritium illumination, and I think it should be on a lot more watches. This is a really beautiful watch. Let me show you the clasp here. We have a folding clasp with a little lock here, signed Marathon. We have the government seal here, which is kind of nice on the dial. We have the Marathon brand, and it says U.S. government below it. There is what's called a sterile version available that doesn't say U.S. government. As you can imagine, these watches are sold to the government and various agencies within the government, and of course you can imagine that some of those agencies probably don't want to advertise that they work for the U.S. government, so there is a sterile version that you can get as well. So very nice, very hefty watch. 300 meters water resistance, which is about 1,000 meters, so don't have to really worry about the integrity of the watch. This is a sapphire crystal. It's about 2.8 millimeters thick, I believe. So you don't have to worry about scratching it. Synthetic sapphire is pretty much scratch resistant. We have this unidirectional rotating bezel, which glides really nicely. So that's the GSAR. We also have the TSAR, which is essentially the same exact watch, as you can see, except for if you watch the second hand on this one, you'll see that it's moving in second increments. This is a quartz watch. It's what's called a high torque quartz module, and so it takes a battery, which you'll have to change occasionally. The advantage of this is that the quartz watches tend to run a little bit more accurately. This one happens to be extremely accurate, gaining only a second or two a month, which is just very good for a watch at this price point. So it's sort of just whatever it is that you prefer. I mean, the automatic watch, you'll never have to change the battery, get it serviced every 5 years or so, change the gaskets and such, clean it up a little bit, lubricate it. This one, you'll change the battery every maybe 2 to 3 years, something like that. So whatever you prefer. But otherwise, the watches are pretty much identical. I also have another one here, which is the TSAR, but it's on a different strap. This is a Meritac Elite composite strap with this red stitching, which I think is really nice. It sort of goes well with the second hand here, the red second hand. So you can see it's sort of a nice look. Again, the pierced lugs or drilled lugs make it very easy to swap straps, so you can, you know, kind of do whatever you feel like, or you can just buy a bunch of them like I did, and, you know, just wear whichever one you feel like that day. So this is the my little marathon collection, which I really like. I'm very happy with this watch. I've really been wearing mostly the quartz one lately, so if it's kind of smudged and has some debris in the video, it's because it's pretty much my daily wear right now. Very happy with it. Very nice watch. Usually not sold outside of the government, so you have to be a little bit creative in acquiring one. But if you can get your hands on one, if you have the opportunity to, I would highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.